Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy GoOnVolt, and I am back again with another YouTube video. Now, I did not say Madden 19 Ultimate Team video because I am starting a brand new series on my channel. Yes, it is mostly going to be Madden based, Ultimate Team based, and stuff like that, but it is called Top 10 Tuesday, ranking 1 through 10, just basically anything. It could be Madden cards, it could be NFL players, NFL teams, and I don't know, maybe like cereal or something one day. It's a little bit different than what I'm usually doing, but I think it's going to be pretty fun. It gives me a way to interact with you guys. Have you guys drop your top 10 list in the comments, whatever the theme is for that day. We can argue back and forth on Twitter. I just love this kind of stuff, seeing people get into debates and kind of defending what their opinion is, especially when it comes to sports, because people are so passionate about it and they never want to change their mind. So I think it's kind of cool to see everybody interact with each other and kind of give their top 10 list for whatever the topic is for the day. But today, for the first episode, we are going to start off with the top 10 legends I would like to see implemented in Madden 19. Now, these can be legends that have been in Madden before, and maybe I want to see them come back, or maybe even people who have never been on Ultimate Team, and I would just like to see them get their first ever legend item. Sometimes I'm going to be doing this stuff just on my own, based on my own opinions, but this was one I actually asked you guys on Twitter, and I'm taking a lot of your feedback into account. So let's start it off with number 10 in Joe Namath. Obviously, Joe Namath, quarterback for the New York Jets. Joe Namath, if put into Madden Ultimate Team, would definitely be one of the older players, definitely, somebody way older than Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or these people who are currently in the NFL. One of the older legends, but definitely would be cool. I don't think he's ever been in Ultimate Team, ever. I've been playing Ultimate Team since Madden 25, and I don't think he was in there. So if you guys know if he was in past Maddens, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, let's say his first time in Madden would be in Madden 19. So like I said, number 10 is legend Joe Namath. Moving on to number 9, somebody who has definitely been in Ultimate Team before. I've used him on my team, but he has not been in the game recently, and that is Hines Ward. One of the most physical wide receivers of all time. Somebody who's not afraid to go lay a block. Definitely somebody who's going to go on a slant across the middle. His catch in traffic would be super high. His strength would be super high. In Madden 15, I actually ran him at tight end because of his blocking traits. I'm sure you guys have done the same. And even though he's a stealer, I cannot deny that his statistics would be amazing for Madden Ultimate Team. There's just not many players like him in the game right now. The only ones I can think of is somebody like Julio or Moss, who's that big physical receiver. Hines Ward doesn't really have that 6'5" frame, but he's just so stocky and big that he lays the blocks. He's great across the middle, and I would love to see him come into Madden this year. Number 8, we have somebody who has not been in the game since Madden 25, I believe, and that is Derrick Thomas, outside linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. His ghost card in Madden 25 was one of the best linebackers in the game. I think he had like 99 finesse move. Having him come off the edge and just getting a spin move around the tackle was always so awesome to see because he's basically unblockable. He was also pretty nice in zone. He's kind of a hybrid linebacker. He can do a lot of things rather than just focusing on one. And I think he's just a really fun player to use in Madden. Like I said, he hasn't been in the game since I'm pretty sure Madden 25, so it's been a few years. I would love to see him come back, and I would love to see him kind of get integrated into the new Madden 19 meta, see if people blitz with him, see if they drop him into zones and whatnot. I would love to see how people incorporate him into their scheme. So coming in at number 8 is linebacker Derrick Thomas. Still waiting on that G Fuel sponsorship. Coming in at number 7, somebody who has never had a Madden legend card before, and that's because he's a recent retiree, and that is quarterback Peyton Manning. Now, he's obviously been in Madden in the past because he just got out of the lead, like, very recently compared to everybody else on this list. Now, when he did have a card in Ultimate Team, obviously the mobility and the athleticism just wasn't there. He's strictly a pocket passer, but when he did get new cards, they were the best passing traits in the game. He always had like 97+ accuracy, he always had decent throw power, and I think in Madden's past when they gave him like 3 different cards, I don't know if that was 15 or 16, but they gave him a rookie card, they gave him another Colts card, they gave him a Broncos card all at once when he broke some record, and all the cards were so good in different ways. Obviously the rookies were a little bit faster, and as the cards got older and he turned kind of a veteran, he had more accurate passes and stuff like that. So Peyton Manning, I would love to see him make a return in Madden 19. I'm not sure if they have his rights because he is so recently retired, but EA, if you do have his rights, drop us a Peyton Manning in Madden 19 this year. Next is somebody, again, who is not a stranger to the Madden franchise, and that is running back Sweetness Walter Payton for the Chicago Bears. One of my favorite running backs of all time on the field and on the Ultimate Team grind because he's just so balanced. He's fast, he's strong, he can catch, he can juke, he does everything. Walter Payton's one of the most balanced running backs in Madden history. He's been in games past. I think the last one he was in was maybe 16. I don't think he was in 17 or 18. I could be wrong. But again, when he was in, very similar to Peyton Manning, he was one of the best at the position. This year, it seems like Madden is very focused gameplay-wise on pass-catching running backs, people like Barry, Christian McCaffrey, history, more so than people like Marshawn Lynch. So I would love to see Sweetness come in and kind of be that balanced back that can do a little bit of everything in Madden 19 Ultimate Team. Next up, we have quarterback Otto Graham, and I know I'm biased because he is a Browns quarterback, but guys, do not give me any crap unless you have used an Otto Graham card in Madden Ultimate Team. He's not been in the game since MUT 15. But if you haven't used him, he's a very mobile quarterback. He's right-handed, and he had 95 trucking on his Ultimate Legend. That's 95 trucking for a quarterback. He also had like 95 plus carrying. And keep in mind, this was Madden 25 when every single player could truck and just be super efficient. So you could scramble out right with your quarterback, have Brian Dawkins or Sean Taylor coming in, and Otto Graham would truck right through him and run for a touchdown. It was super cheese, but it was so fun. It gave an extra edge to gameplay that's just not there with any quarterbacks. Obviously, you have mobile quarterbacks like Vic, but you always have to hold RB, you have to always slide, and you're always afraid you're going to fumble. With Otto Graham, he never fumbled. He was so strong. He could truck through any defensive back, and he was just so fun to use in the game because he's that 1930s, 1940s style running back, or quarterback. I mean, I guess he's technically still a running back, but quarterback who just does whatever he wants, and nobody's going to stop him. So coming in at number 5 is Otto Graham. Coming in at number 4, we have safety Troy Polamalu, or as Pat McAfee would say, Polamalu, one of the best strong safeties in NFL history. Definitely the person with the highest play rec on the field at all times. If you guys have not listened to Pat McAfee's story about how Troy blocked one of his kicks, you gotta listen to it. It's super funny. But he's a huge hitter. His zone was always pretty good. His play rec is gonna be 99 at all times. And I know you Steelers fans would love to see him on the field once again. There's never that many great strong safeties in Madden Ultimate Team, so getting Troy back into the game would be awesome. He hasn't been in since like Madden 15, and I would love to see him implemented this year. Now coming in at number 3, I think somebody who has not been in since Madden 25 is middle linebacker Patrick Willis for the 49ers. Very comparable stat-wise in Ultimate Team to Ray Lewis, if you guys have played with his cards. Super physical, amazing hit power, amazing pursuit, really good speed. He's just a freaking baller on the field. He's gonna knock out every single halfback that tries to juke him out. He's gonna catch up to wide receivers down the field on streaks. Super balanced. Patrick Willis was one of the best cards in Madden Ultimate Team 25 when he got his Positional Hero Sparkle card. And again, like all of these, I would love to see him make a return to Madden Ultimate Team because he was just such a good force on the field when he was in the game. If you went into a game and you saw somebody had him on their team, it was terrifying. You did not want to throw across the middle. You did not want to run up the middle because you knew Patrick Willis was going to be there. So I would love to see EA bring him back to Madden 19. Now, rounding the corner in the top 2, in the number 2 spot, we have Charles Woodson, cornerback / safety for the Green Bay Packers or Oakland Raiders, depending on what time period you're looking at. One of my favorite cards in Ultimate Team history because he is so versatile. As I'm sure a lot of you guys do, a lot of people actually run their safeties or cornerbacks out of position, vice versa. You could run Dion at safety, you could run, I don't know, Ronnie Lott at cornerback, but since they are technically out of position, they lose their awareness boost and those drop dramatically, and it changes the way they play. If you guys played in Madden 16, you know there was an all-rookie program where if you put in all of the rookie cards, you got a Charles Woodson, and you could decide if you wanted to play him at cornerback or free safety. He had amazing coverage stats, and that's super fun because there's just not that many players as versatile as him. He's very similar to Walter Payton in that aspect where he can kind of do a little bit of everything and do it all very well. Again, I think he was in Madden 16, it was the last time he was in here, so it's been a couple of years. I would love to see him come back. Easily one of the best defensive backs in Ultimate Team history. I would easily buy him for my team day one. So EA, bring back Charles Woodson, please. And I'm sure at this point you figured out who I gave the number 1 spot to, and that is wide receiver Calvin Johnson Jr. for the Detroit Lions. Up there with Barry Sanders and Michael Vick for one of the most dominant Madden players of all time. What is he, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5"? I don't even know. He's super tall, super fast. Always had like 90 something speed, 95 plus catching traffic, 95 plus spectacular catch. His catching was always really high. His strength is always really high. His route running is always amazing. He's basically like Randy Moss. Randy Moss is already in the game this year, so imagine putting Randy Moss on the left and Calvin Johnson on the right. Super dominant. He's not somebody who has taken an absence from the game. He wasn't at last year and the year before that and the year before that. But you just never know if EA is going to bring these people back. I think they'd be kind of dumb not to because so many people love Calvin Johnson and Madden Ultimate Team. And I would love to see him back this year at the wide receiver position and even maybe at the free safety position like years past during the Ultimate Freeze out of position promo. So guys, that is my top 10 and your guys' top 10 on Twitter for the top 10 legends we would like to see in Madden 19. Comment down below your top 10 legends list. What did you think of mine and who from my list would you most likely be picking up for your Ultimate Team? And also comment down below any other top 10s you would like to see next Tuesday for the top 10 Tuesday. I know the name's kind of cheesy, but you know, top 10 and Tuesday it rhymes. It's going to keep me on schedule, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, comment down below any future ideas for this series. And until next time, guys, it's been Volt, and I'll catch you on the sticks. Later.
Make the ground shake.